First up, we have call off. The phrasal verb call off means to cancel or abandon a planned event, activity, or arrangement. Let's learn a daily English conversation using call off.
Hi Emma. Did you hear about the outdoor picnic this weekend?
Yes, unfortunately, they had to call off the picnic due to the bad weather forecast.
Speaking of calling off, did you see the email about calling off tomorrow's meeting?
Yes, the meeting is called off. They'll reschedule it for next week.
On a different note, did Mark decide to call off the team building event?
Yes, the team building event is called off for now. Mark felt it was best to postpone it.
By the way, did you discuss with Lisa the possibility of calling off the project launch next month?
We did. Considering the delays, calling off the launch might be a prudent decision.
That makes sense. Calling off the launch can give us more time for thorough preparation.
Speaking of preparation, did you call off your weekend plans due to the unexpected family visit?
Yes, I called off the weekend trip to spend time with family. They surprised me with a visit.
In this conversation, call off is used to discuss canceling a picnic due to bad weather, rescheduling a meeting, postponing a team building event, considering calling off a project launch, and canceling weekend plans due to unexpected circumstances. Next we have contribute to. The phrasal verb contribute to means to provide support, assistance, or input to a particular cause, project, or situation. Let's learn a daily English conversation using contribute to.
Hi Alex. We're organizing a charity event, and we're hoping you can contribute to it.
Absolutely. I'd love to contribute to the event. What do you need from me?
Well, it's up to you, whatever you want to contribute to. Speaking of contributions, did you hear how Lisa plans to contribute to the community garden project?
Yes, I did. She's going to contribute her time and gardening expertise to make it successful.
On a different note, have you thought about how the team can contribute to improving our work processes?
Definitely. We need everyone to contribute their ideas to streamline our workflow.
By the way, did you contribute to the brainstorming session for the new advertising campaign?
Yes, I contributed a few ideas. I believe everyone's input will make the campaign more effective.
That's great. It's essential for everyone to contribute to the success of our projects.
Speaking of success, did you ask Mark how he plans to contribute to the upcoming product launch?
Yes, I did. He's eager to contribute his marketing skills to ensure a successful launch.
In this conversation, contribute to is used to discuss charity events, community projects, improving work processes, brainstorming sessions, and contributing to the success of projects. Next up is count on. The phrasal verb count on means to rely on or trust someone or something to fulfill expectations or provide support. Let's learn a daily English conversation using count on.
Hi Emma. Can I count on you to help with the project this week?
Of course. You can always count on me. I'll be there to assist.
Speaking of counting on, did you hear how Mark is always the one we can count on during tight deadlines?
Yes, he's reliable. We can always count on Mark to deliver quality work under pressure.
On a different note, can we count on Lisa to bring the presentation materials to the meeting?
Absolutely. You can count on Lisa to be well prepared for the presentation.
By the way, can I count on you to share your ideas during the team brainstorming session?
Yes, you can count on me. I'll actively participate and contribute my ideas.
That's great. It's crucial to have team members we can count on for collaboration.
Speaking of collaboration, can we count on everyone attending the team building event next week?
I believe so. We can count on the team to participate and make the event enjoyable.
In this conversation, count on is used to discuss project assistance, reliability during tight deadlines, bringing presentation materials, sharing ideas, and team collaboration. Next one is crop up. The phrasal verb crop up means to occur unexpectedly or suddenly. Let's learn a daily English conversation using crop up.
Hey Alex. Do you know why the meeting got cancelled?
No idea. Something must have cropped up for the boss. Let's check the email for updates.
Good idea, let's check the email. Speaking of things cropping up, did you see how the new issue with the software cropped up right before the release?
Yes, it's unfortunate. Problems often crop up when we least expect them.
On a different note, did anything important crop up in your schedule for today?
Not really. Nothing unexpected has cropped up so far. It's been a smooth day.
By the way, did you hear about the opportunity that cropped up for Lisa to attend the conference?
Yes, I did. It's fantastic that such opportunities can crop up for professional development.
That's true. Opportunities like these don't always crop up, so it's great when they do.
Speaking of unexpected opportunities, did you notice how new job openings can crop up in the company?
Absolutely. Job opportunities often crop up, and it's essential to stay alert and seize them.
In this conversation, crop up is used to discuss the unexpected cancellation of a meeting, issues with software, changes in schedules, and the emergence of opportunities. Now we have cross off. The phrasal verb cross off means to mark or eliminate something from a list or schedule. Let's learn a daily English conversation using cross off.
Hi Emma. Have you finished your to-do list for today?
Almost. I just need to cross off a couple of more tasks.
Speaking of crossing off, did you see how Lisa managed to cross off all her errands in just an hour?
Yes, she's efficient. I need to learn her time management tricks to cross off tasks more quickly.
On a different note, did you cross off the meeting from your schedule this afternoon?
Yes, I did. The client canceled, so I could cross off that appointment.
By the way, did you notice that we can finally cross off the unresolved issues from last week's project?
Absolutely. It's a relief to cross off those lingering tasks and move forward.
That's great. Crossing off completed tasks gives a sense of accomplishment.
Speaking of accomplishments, did you cross off your fitness goals for the week?
I did. It feels good to cross off each workout session on my list.
In this conversation, cross off is used to discuss completing tasks on a to-do list, efficient time management, canceling appointments, resolving project issues, and achieving fitness goals. Next one is cut back. The phrasal verb cut back means to reduce or decrease the amount of something. Let's learn a daily English conversation using cut back.
Hi Alex. I heard you're trying to save money. Are you planning to cut back on expenses?
Yes, I am. I need to cut back on dining out and unnecessary purchases.
Speaking of cutting back, did you see how Lisa decided to cut back on her work hours to spend more time with her family?
Yes, it's a good idea to cut back on work when family time is important.
On a different note, have you thought about how the team can cut back on the project's timeline without compromising quality?
Absolutely. We're brainstorming ideas to cut back on unnecessary steps and streamline the process.
By the way, did you notice Mark's efforts to cut back on energy consumption in the office?
Yes, he suggested turning off lights and computers to cut back on electricity usage.
That's great. It's essential for everyone to contribute to cutting back on environmental impact.
Speaking of environmental impact, did you discuss with Emma how she plans to cut back on plastic waste in our office?
Yes, we're exploring ways to cut back on single-use plastics and promote eco-friendly alternatives.
In this conversation, cut back is used to discuss reducing expenses, adjusting work hours for family time, streamlining project timelines, saving energy, and minimizing environmental impact. Next is call for. The phrasal verb call for has multiple meanings, but one common usage is to require or demand something. Let's learn a daily English conversation using call for.
Hi Emma. The meeting is starting soon. Does it call for any specific preparations?
Not really. Just be on time. The agenda doesn't call for any extensive preparations.
Speaking of preparations, did you see the memo that calls for stricter adherence to the new safety protocols?
Yes, it's important. We all need to be aware of the changes that the memo calls for.
On a different note, did you discuss with Lisa the adjustments the project calls for due to the unexpected delays?
Yes, we had a meeting. We're figuring out the changes the situation calls for to keep the project on track.
By the way, did you notice how Mark handled the emergency that called for quick decision-making?
Absolutely. He showed great leadership in responding to the situation that called for immediate action.
That's impressive. Handling emergencies often calls for a calm and decisive approach.
Speaking of emergencies, did you call for assistance when your car broke down last week?
Yes, I did. I called for roadside assistance, and they arrived promptly.
In this conversation, call for is used to discuss meeting preparations, safety protocol adherence, project adjustments, emergency response, and seeking assistance. Next we have call in. The phrasal verb call in has several meanings, but one common usage is to request or bring someone or something for assistance or consultation. Let's learn a daily English conversation using call in.
Hi Alex. I'm feeling under the weather today. I think I need to call in sick.
Sure, take care of yourself. It's a good idea to call in and rest when you're not feeling well.
Speaking of calling in, did you see how Lisa had to call in a plumber to fix the leak in her kitchen?
Yes, sometimes you need to call in professionals to handle household issues.
On a different note, have you considered calling in the IT support team to troubleshoot the computer issues?
Absolutely. If the problems persist, I'll have to call in the IT team for assistance.
By the way, did you notice that Mark had to call in extra staff to manage the increased workload?
Yes, it's a smart move to call in additional help during busy times.
That's true. Calling in extra support ensures tasks are handled efficiently.
Speaking of support, did Emma have to call in a favor to get assistance with the upcoming presentation?
Yes, she called in a favor from a colleague who has expertise in the subject.
In this conversation, call in is used to discuss calling in sick, bringing in a plumber for a household issue, requesting IT support, bringing in extra staff, and seeking assistance through a favor. Next we have catch on. The phrasal verb catch on means to understand or grasp a concept, idea, or trend. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using catch on.
Hey, Emma. have you heard about the new app for language learning?
No, tell me more. I haven't caught on to any new language apps recently.
It's called LinguaQuest, and many people are catching on to its interactive features.
Oh, interesting. I should catch on and give it a try. Is it easy to use?
Absolutely. You'll catch on quickly. It's user-friendly and has lots of helpful exercises.
Speaking of catching on, did you see how everyone at the office is catching on to the idea of remote work?
Yes, it's becoming popular. People are catching on to the benefits of flexibility.
That makes sense. I need to catch on and discuss this with my manager.
On a different note, did Mark catch on to the new project proposal you presented yesterday?
I think so. He seemed to catch on to the main points, but I'll follow up with him later.
Good idea. It's essential to ensure everyone catches on to the project details.
By the way, have you caught on to the latest fashion trend? I need some advice on what to wear for the party.
I have. Let me help you catch on to the trend, and we can find the perfect outfit.
Thanks, Tom. I appreciate your help. I want to catch on and look stylish at the party.
In this conversation, catch on is used to discuss discovering a new language app, the popularity of remote work, understanding a project proposal, and staying updated on fashion trends. Next we have check off. The phrasal verb check off means to mark items on a list as completed or verified. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using check off.
Hi, Alex. How's the to-do list going?
Not bad. I've managed to check off a few tasks already. How about you?
I'm getting there. I need to check off a couple more things before the end of the day.
Speaking of checking off, did you remember to check off the groceries on the shopping list?
Yes, I did. I checked them off as I put each item in the cart.
Great. It's satisfying to check off items and know you've got everything you need.
On a different note, did you check off the names of the attendees for the virtual meeting?
Absolutely. I checked everyone off the list as they joined the call.
Good. It helps to check off attendees to keep track of who's present.
By the way, did you check off the dates for the upcoming project milestones?
I did. I checked off the important dates to make sure we stay on schedule.
Smart move. It's crucial to check off deadlines for project planning.
In this conversation, check off is used to discuss completing tasks on a to-do list, marking off grocery items, keeping track of meeting attendees, and verifying project milestones. Next is cheer up. The phrasal verb cheer up means to become happier or more cheerful. It is often used to encourage someone who is feeling sad or down. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using cheer up.
Hi, Emma. You seem a bit quiet today. What's going on?
Oh, I had a rough day at work. It's hard to cheer up.
I understand. Sometimes, a good joke can help cheer you up. Want to hear one?
Sure, give it a try. Maybe it'll cheer me up a bit.
Okay, here it goes. Why don't scientists trust atoms?
I don't know. Why?
Because they make up everything. Did that cheer you up a little?
Haha, yeah, it did. Thanks for trying to cheer me up.
No problem. If you need anything else to cheer up, let me know.
Speaking of cheering up, did you hear how Mark surprised Lisa with flowers to cheer her up after a tough week?
That's sweet. It's amazing how small gestures can cheer someone up.
Absolutely. It's the little things that can really cheer up your day.
On a different note, did you cheer up after watching that funny video I sent you?
Yes. It made me laugh and definitely helped cheer me up.
I'm glad to hear that. Laughter is a great way to cheer up.
In this conversation, cheer up is used to discuss a rough day at work, telling a joke, surprising someone with flowers, and watching a funny video to lift someone's spirits. Next one is chip in. The phrasal verb chip in means to contribute or give a small amount of money, effort, or assistance towards a shared goal or activity. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using chip in.
Hey, Alex. We're planning a surprise party for Mark. Can you chip in for the decorations?
Of course. I'd be happy to chip in. Just let me know how much you need.
Thanks. We're asking everyone to chip in a few dollars to cover the expenses.
Speaking of chipping in, did you ask Lisa if she can chip in with her amazing baking skills for the party?
Yes, she's on board. She's going to chip in by making Mark's favorite cupcakes.
That's awesome. It's great when everyone can chip in and make the party memorable.
On a different note, did you chip in with ideas for the team project during the meeting?
I did. I chipped in a few suggestions, and the team seemed happy with them.
Good job. It's essential for everyone to chip in their thoughts for a successful project.
By the way, have you thought about asking Mark's friends to chip in for a gift?
I haven't yet, but that's a good idea. I'll suggest they chip in for something meaningful.
Great. Chipping in for a thoughtful gift will make Mark's birthday even more special.
In this conversation, chip in is used to discuss contributing money for a party, asking for baking assistance, sharing ideas in a meeting, and suggesting a collective gift for a friend. Now we have clean out. The phrasal verb clean out has several meanings, including to remove dirt or clutter from a space, to exhaust or deplete resources, or to completely empty something. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using clean out.
Hi, Emma. Have you cleaned out your closet?
Not yet, but I plan to clean it out this weekend. It's getting too cluttered.
Good idea. I cleaned out my garage last weekend, and it feels so much better now.
Speaking of cleaning out, did you hear that they're cleaning out the old furniture from the office?
Yes, I did. They're getting new ones, so they need to clean out the outdated pieces.
On a different note, have you cleaned out your inbox? Mine is overflowing with emails.
I haven't cleaned it out in a while. I should set aside some time to go through and delete unnecessary emails.
That's what I did last night. It's satisfying to clean out the inbox and have a fresh start.
By the way, did you clean out the pantry? I noticed some expired items last time I was over.
I did. I cleaned it out and threw away anything past its expiration date.
Great. It's essential to clean out the pantry regularly to avoid using expired ingredients.
Absolutely. I feel much better now that everything is cleaned out and organized.
In this conversation, clean out is used to discuss tidying up a closet, refreshing the garage, removing old furniture from the office, managing email inboxes, and decluttering the pantry. Next we have close in. The phrasal verb close in has several meanings, including to approach or surround something, to become cloudy or dark, or to reduce the distance between things. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using close in.
Hey, Emma. Look at those clouds. It seems like a storm is close in.
Oh no, really? I hope it doesn't close in before I get home.
Don't worry. It usually takes some time for the storm to close in completely.
Speaking of closing in, did you notice how the city buildings close in on you as you drive through downtown?
Yeah, it can feel a bit overwhelming when the skyscrapers close in on the streets.
On a different note, have you heard about the wild animals that sometimes close in on campsites in the forest?
Yes, it's essential to be cautious when camping. Animals can close in seeking food.
True. I always make sure to close in any food containers tightly to avoid attracting them.
By the way, did you see how quickly the prices are closing in on that popular gadget?
I did. I'm waiting for the right moment to buy it before the prices close in too much.
Smart move. It's good to wait for the right time when prices aren't closing in too fast.
Absolutely. I want to make sure I get a good deal before they close in on the regular retail price.
In this conversation, close in is used to discuss approaching storms, the feeling of being surrounded by city buildings, wildlife nearing campsites, and prices reducing or approaching a regular retail amount. Next one is, come about. The phrasal verb come about has various meanings, including to happen or occur, to change direction, or to be produced or created. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using come about.
Hi, Alex. How did the idea for the surprise party come about?
Well, it all came about during a casual conversation with Lisa. We thought it would be a great way to celebrate.
That's awesome. I'm curious, how did the change in project plans come about?
It came about after we received feedback from the client. We had to adjust our approach to meet their expectations.
Speaking of changes, did you hear how the new policy came about at the office?
Yes, it came about as a result of the team's discussions about improving work-life balance.
On a different note, did you see how the idea for the community garden came about?
It came about when neighbors started talking about ways to beautify the area. Now, everyone is excited to contribute.
That's fantastic. I love how positive initiatives like that come about within the community.
Absolutely. Positive changes often come about when people work together towards a common goal.
By the way, did you notice how the weather suddenly changed and the rain came about?
Yeah, it came about so quickly. I didn't expect the weather to change that fast.
In this conversation, come about is used to discuss the origin of ideas for a surprise party and a community garden, the change in project plans due to client feedback, the implementation of a new policy at the office, and the sudden change in weather. Next is, compete against. The phrasal verb compete against means to participate in a contest or rivalry with the goal of outperforming or surpassing others. Let's learn a daily English conversation using compete against.
Hi, Alex. I heard our soccer team will compete against the city's top team this weekend.
Yes, it's a tough match. We need to prepare well to compete against such skilled players.
Speaking of competition, did you see the announcement about the upcoming chess tournament? We can compete against other enthusiasts in the community.
That sounds interesting. I've always wanted to compete against different chess players.
On a different note, have you thought about how our company can compete against others in the market?
Absolutely. We need a solid strategy to compete against competitors and attract more customers.
By the way, did you know Lisa is planning to compete against other artists in the painting competition?
That's impressive. She has a unique style and can definitely compete against some talented artists.
Speaking of talent, did you compete against Mark in the recent coding challenge?
Yes, we did. It was a friendly competition, and we both learned a lot while trying to compete against each other.
That's the spirit. Competing against colleagues can lead to personal and professional growth.
In this conversation, compete against is used to discuss soccer matches, chess tournaments, business competition, art competitions, and friendly coding challenges. Next one is complain about. The phrasal verb complain about means to express dissatisfaction, annoyance, or discomfort regarding a situation, person, or thing. Let's learn a daily English conversation using complain about.
Hi, Emma. How was your day?
Oh, not great. I need to complain about the never-ending traffic on my way to work.
I understand. It's frustrating when you have to complain about traffic every day.
Speaking of complaints, did you hear Lisa complain about the slow internet connection in the office?
Yes, I did. Many people complain about it. We should inform the IT department.
On a different note, have you ever complained about the long lines at the coffee shop?
Oh, all the time. I often complain about it, but I still end up waiting for my coffee.
By the way, did you complain about the noisy neighbors last night?
I did. I went over and politely complained about the loud music. They apologized.
That's good. It's essential to complain about issues like noise so they can be resolved.
True. If we don't complain about these things, they might not get better.
Absolutely. Let's hope our complaints lead to positive changes.
In this conversation, complain about is used to discuss traffic, internet issues at the office, long lines, and noisy neighbors. The language is kept simple for everyday communication. Now we have confer with. The phrasal verb confer with means to consult or discuss with someone in order to exchange ideas, opinions, or information. Let's learn a daily English conversation using confer with.
Hi, Alex. I wanted to confer with you about the upcoming project. Do you have a moment?
Of course. I'm always ready to confer with you. What's on your mind?
Speaking of conferencing, did you confer with Lisa on the new design elements for the website?
Yes, we conferred yesterday. We wanted to ensure a cohesive look and feel for the entire site.
On a different note, have you conferred with the team regarding the timeline for the project?
Absolutely. We had a meeting to confer about the deadlines and everyone's responsibilities.
By the way, did you confer with the client about their expectations for the final product?
I did. It's crucial to confer with clients early on to ensure we meet their requirements.
That's true. Conferencing with stakeholders helps prevent misunderstandings later on.
Speaking of stakeholders, did you confer with Mark about the budget for the project?
Yes, we conferred last week. We wanted to make sure we stay within the allocated budget.
Great. Conferencing regularly helps keep everyone on the same page.
In this conversation, confer with is used to discuss project planning, design elements, project timelines, client expectations, and budget considerations. Next we have build on. The phrasal verb build on means to develop or enhance something further, often by adding more information, ideas, or improvements. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using Buildon.
Hi, Emma. I reviewed your project proposal. It's a good start, but how can we build on these ideas?
Thanks, Tom. I think we can build on the proposal by including more details about the budget and timelines.
Great suggestion. Let's build on the foundation you've laid and make it more comprehensive.
Speaking of comprehensive, did you have a chance to build on the marketing strategy for the new product?
Yes, I did. I built on the existing plan by incorporating some additional online advertising channels.
Excellent. It's essential to build on successful strategies to reach a broader audience.
On a different note, have you thought about how we can build on the success of the last team building event?
Absolutely. I believe we can build on the success by adding more interactive activities and team challenges.
That sounds like a plan. Let's build on the positive feedback we received and make it even better.
By the way, did you consider how we can build on the skills of the new team members?
Yes, I have. I'm planning to build on their strengths by assigning tasks that align with their expertise.
Smart approach. It's crucial to build on the strengths of the team for overall success.
In this conversation, Buildon is used to discuss enhancing project proposals, improving marketing strategies, planning team building events, and utilizing the strengths of new team members. Next we have bump into. The phrasal verb bump into means to unexpectedly and coincidentally meet someone. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bump into.
Hey, Sarah. Guess who I bumped into at the grocery store today?
Who did you bump into?
I bumped into Tom, our old high school friend. It was such a surprise.
That's incredible. How did you react when you bumped into him?
I couldn't believe it at first. When I saw him, I just said, "Hey, Tom. Long time no see."
It must have been a nice surprise to bump into an old friend.
Definitely. We chatted for a while and exchanged numbers so we can plan to meet up.
That's great. It's always fun to bump into old friends and reconnect.
Speaking of bumping into people, guess who I bumped into at the coffee shop later?
Who this time?
Lisa, our neighbor. It's like a day of bumping into everyone unexpectedly.
What a coincidence. Did you have a chance to chat when you bumped into her?
Yeah, we caught up over coffee. It's funny how you can bump into people in the most unexpected places.
It really is. Bumping into friends and neighbors can make the day feel more connected.
In this conversation, bump into is used to discuss unexpectedly meeting friends at the grocery store and coffee shop. Next is burn down. The phrasal verb burn down means to be destroyed or consumed by fire. Let's learn a simple daily English conversation by using burn down.
Hey, Emma. Did you hear about the old bookstore on Maple Street?
No, what happened?
Unfortunately, it burned down last night. The fire department is still investigating the cause.
That's terrible. How did it start? Did they manage to control the fire before it burned down completely?
They're not sure yet. It seems the fire quickly spread, and they couldn't prevent it from burning down.
That's so sad. I loved that bookstore. It had so many memories.
I know. It's heartbreaking to see a place we cherish burn down like that.
Speaking of places, did you visit the new bakery that opened on Oak Street?
Not yet. I heard it's doing well and hasn't experienced any issues like burning down.
That's good to hear. We don't want another business to burn down, especially a new one.
On a different note, did you see the photos of the forest that burned down near the mountains?
Yes, it's devastating. The fire took a toll, and a large area of the forest burned down.
It's a reminder of how important it is to take precautions to avoid letting natural areas burn down.
Absolutely. We need to be mindful of fire safety to prevent places from burning down.
In this conversation, burn down is used to discuss the unfortunate incident of a bookstore, the opening of a new bakery, and the destruction of a forest due to fire. Next one is burnout. The phrasal verb burn out means to become exhausted or physically and emotionally drained, often as a result of overworking or excessive stress. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using burnout.
Hi, Sarah. How's work been lately?
It's been hectic. I feel like I'm starting to burn out with all the deadlines.
I understand. It's important not to push yourself too hard and risk burning out.
I know, but there's so much to do. I'm worried about burning out before finishing everything.
Maybe it's time to take a break. Burnout can affect your productivity in the long run.
You're right. I need to find ways to recharge and prevent burnout.
Speaking of recharging, did you hear about Lisa? She took a vacation to avoid burning out.
That's a smart move. Taking breaks is essential to avoid burning out in high-pressure situations.
On a different note, have you been keeping up with your hobbies? They can help prevent burnout.
Not really. I've been so focused on work that I forgot how important hobbies are to avoid burnout.
It's crucial to maintain a balance. Hobbies can be a great way to relax and prevent burning out.
Thanks for reminding me. I'll make sure to prioritize self-care and avoid burnout.
In this conversation, burnout is used to discuss work-related stress, the importance of taking breaks, and the role of hobbies in preventing burnout. Next we have burst into. The phrasal verb burst into means to enter or break into a place suddenly and energetically. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using burst into.
Hey, Emma. You won't believe what happened at the office today.
What happened?
Lisa, our colleague, burst into the meeting room with some exciting news.
Really? What did she say when she burst into the room?
She burst into the room shouting, "We just landed a big client. It's a game changer."
That's fantastic news. I can imagine the excitement when she burst into the room like that.
Speaking of excitement, did you see when the kids burst into the living room after finding the hidden Easter eggs?
Yes. They burst into the room with smiles and shouted, "We found them all."
It was adorable how they burst into the room, thrilled about the Easter egg hunt.
On a different note, did you hear about the surprise birthday party they're planning for Mark?
Yeah. They want to burst into his apartment with balloons and cake to surprise him.
That sounds like a fun way to celebrate. Imagine their faces when they burst into the room for the surprise.
By the way, did you notice when the alarm burst into sound during the fire drill?
Yes, it startled me. It burst into the silence of the office so suddenly.
It does have that effect. It's designed to burst into action and get everyone's attention.
In this conversation, burst into is used to discuss exciting news at the office, kids finding Easter eggs, planning a surprise party, and the sounding of an alarm during a fire drill. Now we have call on. The phrasal verb call on has various meanings, including to visit someone, to ask someone to participate, or to invoke or request. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using call on.
Hey, Alex. I was thinking about calling on Lisa this weekend. Wanna join?
Sure. It's been a while since we called on her. Let's plan a visit.
Great. I'll call her today and ask if it's a good time for us to call on her this Saturday.
Sounds like a plan. When you call on her, ask if she needs anything from the store.
Will do. I'll make a list before we call on her so we can pick up whatever she needs.
Speaking of calls, did you hear about the teacher who called on Mark to answer a question in class?
Yeah. Mark looked surprised when the teacher called on him. It was a funny moment.
I remember. He wasn't expecting to be called on, but he handled it well.
On a different note, have you ever called on a friend to help you move furniture?
Yes, I have. Last month, I called on Mike to assist me with moving some heavy pieces.
It's always helpful when friends can be called on for support.
Definitely. By the way, did you call on the team for ideas on the upcoming project?
Yes, I did. I called on everyone to contribute their thoughts during our meeting yesterday.
Good move. It's essential to call on the expertise of the team to ensure a successful project.
In this conversation, call on is used to discuss planning a visit, asking someone for assistance, a teacher asking a student to answer a question, and seeking input from a team for a project. Next is calm down. The phrasal verb calm down means to relax and become less agitated or excited. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using calm down.
Hey, Emma. What's going on? You seem upset.
Work has been so stressful today. I can't calm down.
I get it. Take a deep breath. Sometimes, you just need to calm down and take it one step at a time.
You're right. I need to calm down and not let it get to me.
Speaking of calming down, did you see how the teacher helped the students calm down after the fire drill?
Yes. She did a great job calming them down and explaining that it was just a drill.
It's crucial to calm down kids in those situations and reassure them.
On a different note, did you talk to Mark? He needs to calm down about the upcoming presentation.
I did. I told him to take a break, calm down, and then approach the presentation with a clear mind.
That's good advice. Sometimes, we just need a moment to calm down and refocus.
By the way, have you tried using the meditation app to help you calm down before bedtime?
Yeah, I started using it. It really helps me calm down and sleep better.
That's great. Finding ways to calm down is essential for overall well-being.
In this conversation, calm down is used to discuss work stress, calming students after a drill, managing presentation anxiety, and using a meditation app for relaxation. Next we have cancel out. The phrasal verb cancel out means to neutralize or offset the effect or influence of something. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using cancel out.
Hey, Alex. Did you hear about the soccer match this weekend?
Yeah, but it got cancelled out because of the heavy rain. Such a bummer.
I know. The rain completely cancelled out our plans to watch the game.
Speaking of plans, did you cancel out your appointment with the dentist?
No, I forgot to call. I need to cancel it out and reschedule for next week.
Don't worry, just make sure to cancel it out before they charge a fee for missing it.
On a different note, did you see how the positive reviews canceled out the negative ones for that new restaurant?
Absolutely. The positive feedback canceled out the impact of a few negative comments.
It's interesting how good reviews can cancel out the effect of a few bad ones.
By the way, did you cancel out the noise from the construction site when you were working from home?
Yeah, I used earplugs to cancel out the noise. It helped me focus on my tasks.
Smart move. Sometimes, we need to cancel out distractions for better productivity.
In this conversation, cancel out is used to discuss the cancellation of a soccer match due to rain, rescheduling a dentist appointment, the impact of restaurant reviews, and using earplugs to neutralize noise. Next one is care for. The phrasal verb care for can have various meanings, including to like or have a preference for something, to provide care or assistance, or to feel concern or affection. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using care for.
Hey, Emma. How was your day?
It was good, thanks. I'm just relaxing and watching a movie. Would you care for some popcorn?
Sure. I always care for some popcorn while watching a movie.
Great. I'll make some. Do you care for any particular flavor?
I don't mind. I care for any flavor you have.
All right, how about caramel? I know you care for sweet snacks.
Perfect. I do care for caramel. Thanks.
Speaking of preferences, did you ask Mark if he cares for a specific type of coffee during the meeting tomorrow?
Not yet, but I'll check with him. He usually cares for black coffee, right?
Yes, that's right. He does care for black coffee.
On a different note, did you hear about Lisa? She's not feeling well, and I offered to care for her dog while she's resting.
That's thoughtful of you. Dogs need someone to care for them when their owners aren't well.
Absolutely. It's important to care for our furry friends.
By the way, did you care for the idea of having a picnic next weekend?
I do care for the idea. Picnics are always enjoyable.
In this conversation, care for is used to discuss preferences for snacks, flavors, and coffee, offering to care for a friend's dog, and expressing interest in the idea of having a picnic. Next up is cash in. The phrasal verb cash in means to convert or exchange something for money, often referring to an opportunity or an investment. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using cash in.
Hi, Alex. Did you hear about the stock market surge?
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm thinking about cashing in on some of my investments.
Smart move. Now might be a good time to cash in and make a profit.
Speaking of profits, did you cash in on the online sale last weekend?
I did. I managed to cash in on some great deals for electronics and clothing.
Nice. It's always satisfying to cash in on discounts and save money.
On a different note, did you consider cashing in your vacation days for that trip you've been planning?
I'm thinking about it. It would be great to cash in those days and have an extended vacation.
Definitely. It's important to cash in on the opportunity to relax and unwind.
By the way, did you see the ad for the travel agency offering cashback? It's a good chance to cash in on some savings.
I did. I'm considering cashing in on that offer for our next holiday.
Great idea. Let's cash in on the savings and plan a memorable trip.
In this conversation, cash in is used to discuss selling stocks, taking advantage of online sale discounts, considering using vacation days, and planning a trip with cashback offers. Next we have back away. The phrasal verb back away means to move backward or retreat from a situation, often due to fear, hesitation, or a desire to avoid confrontation. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using back away.
Hi, Jake. What happened at the dog park yesterday?
Oh, there was a big dog, and my puppy got scared. I had to back away to avoid any trouble.
I see. It's essential to back away when there's a potential conflict, especially with dogs.
Exactly. I didn't want any harm to come to my puppy, so I chose to back away.
By the way, did you talk to your neighbor about the noise issue?
I tried, but they got defensive. I had to back away and decide to talk to them later when things are calmer.
It can be tough when people react strongly. It's wise to back away and approach the conversation later.
Agreed. I don't want to escalate the situation, so I'll back away for now.
Did you also back away from the idea of joining the community event?
Yeah, the timing wasn't right. I had to back away and focus on other priorities.
No problem. It's crucial to back away from commitments when needed to manage your time effectively.
Thanks for understanding, Emma. Sometimes, we all need to back away to maintain balance.
In this conversation, back away is used to discuss retreating from a dog in the park, avoiding a conflict with a neighbor, and stepping back from commitments. Next we have back off. The phrasal verb back off means to move away or withdraw from a situation, especially in response to a request or demand to stop, or to decrease pressure or aggression. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using back off.
Hi, Sarah. I noticed you're getting too close to my personal space.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll back off a bit. Didn't mean to invade your space.
Appreciate it. It's essential to respect boundaries and know when to back off.
Yeah, I understand. I didn't realize I was making you uncomfortable. I'll be more mindful and back off.
Thanks for understanding. It's crucial to communicate when we need someone to back off a bit.
Absolutely. If there's anything else bothering you, just let me know, and I'll back off.
By the way, did you talk to Mark about the constant calls?
Yeah, I did. I asked him to back off a bit and give me some space. He agreed to respect that.
Good to hear. It's important to set boundaries and let people know when they need to back off.
Definitely. We all need to be aware of each other's boundaries and be willing to back off when necessary.
In this conversation, back off is used to discuss personal space, respecting boundaries, and communicating the need for someone to withdraw. Next is back out. The phrasal verb back out means to withdraw or retract from a commitment or agreement, often unexpectedly or at the last minute. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using back out.
Hi, Sarah. Are you still coming to the movie night at my place?
I'm sorry, Alex, but I have to back out. Something unexpected came up at work.
No problem. If you need to back out, I understand. Maybe next time.
Thanks for being understanding. I hate to back out, especially since I was looking forward to it.
It happens. Life can be unpredictable. Just let me know if you can make it next time and not have to back out.
I definitely will. By the way, did Mark back out of the weekend hiking trip?
Yeah, he did. He said he had a family emergency and had to back out at the last minute.
That's unfortunate. It's never easy when someone has to back out of plans unexpectedly.
True. I hope everything is okay with Mark's family. It's understandable that he had to back out.
Absolutely. Life happens, and sometimes we have to back out of things we had planned.
In this conversation, back out is used to discuss withdrawing from social plans or commitments due to unexpected events. Next one is bargain for. The phrasal verb bargain for means to anticipate, expect, or be prepared for something, often in the context of negotiations or dealing with unexpected situations. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bargain for.
Hey, Emily. I heard you're planning a road trip this weekend.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited but also a bit nervous. I didn't bargain for heavy traffic.
Traffic can be unpredictable. It's something we don't always bargain for when planning a trip.
True. I should have bargained for potential delays in my schedule.
By the way, did you ask Mark to join the road trip? He might want to come along.
I didn't, but that's a good idea. I didn't bargain for having a travel companion.
It could make the trip more enjoyable. Always good to bargain for some company.
You're right. I'll ask him. On another note, did you see the weather forecast?
Yeah, rain is expected. Did you bargain for rainy weather and pack accordingly?
Oops, I didn't think about that. I didn't bargain for rain, so I'll need to grab an umbrella.
No worries. It happens. Sometimes we don't bargain for changes in the weather.
Thanks for the heads up. Next time, I'll make sure to bargain for any possible weather surprises.
In this conversation, bargain for is used to discuss anticipating and preparing for potential challenges or changes in plans. Now we have bargain with. The phrasal verb bargain with means to negotiate or discuss the terms of a deal, often with the goal of reaching a mutually agreed upon arrangement. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bargain with.
Hi, Sarah. I heard you're looking for a new car.
Yes, I am. I've been trying to bargain with the dealership to get a good deal.
Smart move. It's essential to bargain with them and get the best price.
Absolutely. I've been doing some research to be prepared when I bargain with the salesperson.
Good idea. Knowing the market value helps when you bargain with them for a fair price.
By the way, did you hear about Mark trying to sell his old bike?
Yeah, he mentioned it. I'm thinking about bargaining with him for a lower price.
That sounds like a plan. It's fair to bargain with friends when making deals.
I agree. We'll see if we can bargain with him and reach an agreement on the bike's price.
On a different note, have you ever tried bargaining with street vendors during your travels?
Yes, I have. It's a common practice in some places to bargain with sellers for better prices.
That's interesting. I've never bargained with street vendors. How do you usually approach it?
I start by being friendly and then politely bargain with them, suggesting a price that works for both of us.
In this conversation, bargain with is used to discuss negotiating for a car, dealing with friends in sales, and haggling with street vendors. Next is belong with. The phrasal verb belong with means to be a natural part or member of a group, category, or place. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using belong with.
Hi, Emma. I found this stray kitten near my house.
Oh, it's adorable. Does it belong with anyone in the neighborhood?
I don't think so. It looks lost, like it doesn't belong with any specific owner.
Poor thing. Maybe we can ask around and find out if it belongs with someone nearby.
That's a good idea. I don't want to take in a pet that might belong with someone who misses it.
By the way, did you see the new employee in the office?
Yeah, I did. I'm not sure which team they belong with. Have you met them?
Not yet. Let's find out which department they belong with and introduce ourselves.
Sure, that sounds like a plan. We don't want them feeling like they don't belong with the team.
Speaking of teams, did you catch the game last night?
Yeah, it was great. Our team played so well, they truly belong with the top contenders.
Absolutely. I'm proud to support a team that belongs with the best in the league.
Agreed. It's a great feeling when your team belongs with the top performers.
In this conversation, belong with is used to discuss a lost kitten, a new employee in the office, and a sports team's performance. Next we have benefit from. The phrasal verb benefit from means to gain advantages or positive outcomes from something. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using benefit from.
Hi, Sarah. I heard you started a new fitness routine.
Yes, I did. I'm hoping to benefit from regular exercise and improve my overall health.
That's great. I've also been trying to eat more fruits and vegetables to benefit from a healthier diet.
Good choice. We can both benefit from making positive changes in our lifestyles.
By the way, have you considered joining the new workshops at the community center?
I haven't, but if they can help me learn new skills, I'd definitely benefit from attending.
Exactly. The workshops cover various topics, and everyone can benefit from gaining more knowledge.
Speaking of knowledge, did you hear about the online courses? They say you can benefit from learning at your own pace.
Yes, I enrolled in a photography course. I believe I can benefit from improving my photography skills.
That's awesome. We can both benefit from these courses and enhance our abilities.
True. It's essential to identify opportunities where we can benefit from personal growth.
In this conversation, benefit from is used to discuss fitness routines, dietary choices, community workshops, and online courses. Next up is bore through. The phrasal verb bore through typically refers to making a hole or tunnel by drilling or digging through something. However, it's not commonly used in everyday conversation. Nonetheless, let's create a fictional scenario where it could be used.
Hi, Emma. I saw construction workers near your house. What are they doing?
Oh, they're working on a new subway line. They need to bore through the ground to connect two neighborhoods.
That's interesting. How long will it take for them to bore through and finish the tunnel?
The project manager mentioned it might take a few months. They have to bore through different layers of soil and rock.
I hope it won't cause too much disruption for the neighborhood while they bore through.
They're doing their best to minimize the impact. Once they bore through and finish, it'll be a convenient transportation link.
By the way, did you hear about the plan to bore through the mountains for a new highway?
Yeah, I did. They're using advanced equipment to bore through the mountains and create a more direct route.
It's amazing how technology allows us to bore through challenging terrains for infrastructure development.
Absolutely. As long as it's done responsibly and safely, boring through can lead to significant improvements.
In this conversation, bore through is used to discuss construction projects involving drilling or digging through the ground to create tunnels or highways. The language is kept simple for everyday communication, even though this phrase is not commonly used in casual conversations. Next we have break into. The phrasal verb break into has a few different meanings, but the most common ones are to forcibly enter a place, usually with the intent of committing a crime, and to start a new area or field, typically related to one's career or activities. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using break into.
Hey, Mark. Did you hear about the recent burglary in our neighborhood?
Yeah, it's concerning. Someone tried to break into our neighbor's house last night.
That's awful. Did they manage to break into the house?
Thankfully, the security system scared them off. They didn't actually break into the house.
Good to know. We need to make sure our homes are secure to prevent anyone from breaking into them.
True. I'm thinking about taking a self-defense class. It might help me feel safer if someone tries to break into my home.
That's a good idea. Learning self-defense can give you confidence in case of a break-in.
On a different note, have you ever thought about breaking into the tech industry? I heard there are great opportunities.
Yeah, I've been considering it. It's challenging to break into a new field, but I'm willing to try.
You should go for it. Many people successfully break into new careers with determination and hard work.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'm hoping to break into the tech industry and explore new possibilities.
In this conversation, break into is used to discuss attempted burglary, home security, and the idea of entering a new career field. Now we have break off. The phrasal verb break off has a few meanings, including to interrupt or cease suddenly, to end a relationship or engagement, or to snap or detach from something. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using break off.
Hey, Emma. I was telling you about my weekend trip, but I had to break off because my phone died.
No worries, Tom. Feel free to continue now. I'm curious to hear about your weekend.
Well, we visited a beautiful park, but our plans had to break off due to unexpected rain.
Oh, that's a bummer. It's always disappointing when outdoor plans break off because of the weather.
Yeah, we tried to wait it out, but the rain didn't break off, so we decided to head home.
I hope you can reschedule and the weather won't break off your plans next time.
Definitely. On a different note, did you hear about Mark and Lisa? They decided to break off their engagement.
Oh no, that's sad news. I didn't expect them to break off their relationship.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They realized they had different priorities, so they chose to break off the engagement amicably.
Relationships can be complicated. I hope they both find happiness after the break-off.
Me too. It's never easy when things break off, but sometimes it's for the best.
In this conversation, break off is used to discuss a phone interruption, plans being interrupted by rain, and the ending of an engagement. Next is break out. The phrasal verb break out has various meanings, including to escape from a place, to begin suddenly or unexpectedly, or to develop a skin condition. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using break out.
Hi, Sarah. Did you hear about the prisoners who tried to break out of the jail last night?
Yeah, it was all over the news. They attempted to break out, but the guards caught them in time.
It's crazy how some people try to break out of prison. I can't imagine the risks they take.
Definitely. Attempting to break out is not only dangerous but also against the law.
On a different note, did you notice the fire that broke out in the old building downtown?
Yes, it was scary. The fire broke out suddenly, and the firefighters worked hard to control it.
I hope everyone managed to break out of the building safely. Fires can be very unpredictable.
Thankfully, everyone evacuated in time, and no injuries were reported.
By the way, have you seen my new puppy? I got him last week, and he's starting to break out with little spots on his fur.
Ah, that's adorable. It's common for puppies to break out with spots. It could be just a phase.
I hope so. I heard some dogs break out with different patterns as they grow.
It's possible. If the spots persist, you might want to have a vet check it out.
In this conversation, breakout is used to discuss an attempted jailbreak, a sudden fire, and a puppy developing spots on its fur. Next we have break up. The phrasal verb break up has various meanings, including to end a relationship, to disintegrate or separate into smaller pieces, or to cause a gathering or group to disperse. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using break up.
Hey Emma. Did you hear that Mark and Lisa decided to break up?
Oh no, really? I thought they were a great couple. What happened to make them break up?
They realized they had different goals, so they decided it was best to break up and move on.
That's sad. Breaking up can be tough, but it's important to prioritize your own happiness.
True. On a lighter note, have you noticed how the clouds are starting to break up? Looks like the rain might stop soon.
I hope so. It's been raining all day. I'm ready for the clouds to break up and see some sunshine.
Speaking of which, did you see the news about the ice cream shop? They had to break up the long line outside to maintain social distancing.
Oh, that makes sense. It's crucial to break up large crowds to ensure everyone's safety.
Absolutely. They're doing a good job of managing the situation by breaking up the line into smaller groups.
By the way, did you manage to break up with your old furniture? I remember you wanted to get new stuff.
Yeah, I did. I decided to break up with the old couch and finally bought a new one.
Nice choice. It feels refreshing to break up with old things and bring in something new.
In this conversation, break up is used to discuss the end of a relationship, the dispersion of clouds, maintaining social distancing in a line, and getting rid of old furniture. Next we have bring about. The phrasal verb bring about means to cause or make something happen. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bring about.
Hi, Sarah. Have you heard about the changes in the office?
No, what's happening?
The management is planning to bring about a new policy for flexible working hours.
That's interesting. What will this policy bring about?
It's expected to bring about better work-life balance for employees.
That sounds positive. What brought about this change?
I think the recent employee survey brought about a realization that many people prefer flexible hours.
That makes sense. A survey can bring about important insights.
By the way, did you know that the local community is trying to bring about a park renovation?
That's great. What changes will they bring about in the park?
They aim to bring about more green spaces, better playgrounds, and additional benches for everyone to enjoy.
Wonderful. It's amazing how communities can come together to bring about positive changes.
Definitely. It's the collective effort that can bring about impactful transformations.
In this conversation, bring about is used to discuss a new office policy, the impact of a survey, and community efforts for a park renovation. Next one is bring down. The phrasal verb bring down has various meanings, including to lower, reduce, or cause to fall. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bring down.
Hi Emma. Did you hear about the plan to bring down the prices at the local grocery store?
Oh, really? That's great news. How are they going to bring down the prices?
The store is planning to bring down prices by offering more discounts and promotions.
Fantastic. It will bring down the cost of groceries for everyone.
On a different note, have you seen the new project to bring down energy consumption in the office?
Yeah, I noticed the initiative. How are they going to bring down energy usage?
They're implementing new technology to bring down energy consumption by optimizing lighting and heating systems.
That's a smart move. It will bring down utility costs and benefit the environment.
By the way, did you know they are trying to bring down the old building near the park?
Really? What's the reason to bring down the building?
It's in a state of disrepair, and they want to bring it down to make space for a new community center.
That sounds like a positive change. It will bring down the old structure and bring up a new, useful facility.
Exactly. It's all about bringing down the old to make room for the new and improved.
In this conversation, bring down is used to discuss lowering grocery prices, reducing energy consumption, and demolishing an old building. Next is bring off. The phrasal verb bring off means to succeed in accomplishing or achieving something difficult or challenging. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bring off.
Hi, Sarah. Did you manage to bring off the presentation at the meeting?
Yes, thankfully. I was nervous, but I think I brought off the key points effectively.
That's great to hear. What strategies did you use to bring off a successful presentation?
I practiced a lot to bring off a confident delivery, and I included visual aids to make the information clearer.
Smart move. Preparation is crucial to bring off a successful presentation.
On a different note, did you bring off your plan to start a new workout routine?
Yes, I did. I set small goals and tracked my progress to bring off consistent workouts.
That's impressive. It's not easy to bring off a new fitness routine, but it's so rewarding.
Thanks. It took some effort, but I'm glad I could bring off a healthier lifestyle.
By the way, did you hear about Mark's attempt to bring off a surprise party for Lisa?
Yeah, he did an excellent job. He managed to bring off the surprise, and Lisa was genuinely thrilled.
It's challenging to bring off surprises, but Mark pulled it off successfully.
In this conversation, bring off is used to discuss a successful presentation, starting a workout routine, and organizing a surprise party. Now we have bring on. The phrasal verb bring on means to cause or initiate something, often an event or a reaction. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bring on.
Hey, Emma. Have you heard about the new chef at the restaurant?
No, I haven't. What changes did they bring on to the menu?
They brought on a variety of new dishes, introducing more flavors and options.
That's exciting. I can't wait to try what the new chef has brought on.
Speaking of trying things, did you bring on the idea of having a movie night this weekend?
Yes, I did. I thought it would be fun to bring on a cozy movie night with friends.
Great idea. What movies did you bring on the list for us to choose from?
I tried to bring on a mix of genres, so there's something for everyone.
Perfect. Let's bring on a fantastic movie night and enjoy some good films.
Absolutely. I hope the cozy atmosphere will bring on a relaxing and enjoyable time.
By the way, did you bring on any changes to your workout routine?
Yes, I did. I brought on more cardio exercises to increase my fitness level.
That's a smart move. It will bring on better endurance and overall health.
Thanks. I'm hoping these changes will bring on positive results.
In this conversation, bring on is used to discuss changes to a restaurant menu, planning a movie night, and making adjustments to a workout routine. Next we have bring out. The phrasal verb bring out has various meanings, including to produce, reveal, or make something noticeable. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bring out.
Hi, Sarah. Did you bring out the new recipe book you were talking about?
Yes, I did. It's a collection of family recipes that I've always wanted to bring out and share.
That's wonderful. What dishes does the book bring out?
It brings out a variety of comfort food recipes passed down through generations.
Speaking of generations, did your grandparents bring out any interesting stories during the family reunion?
Oh, they did. The reunion always brings out old memories and stories from their youth.
That sounds heartwarming. It's lovely how family gatherings can bring out cherished memories.
Definitely. By the way, have you seen the new smartphone model they brought out?
Yeah, I checked it out. The new features they bring out with each model are impressive.
I agree. It's fascinating to see how technology continues to bring out innovative devices.
On a different note, did you bring out your artistic side recently? I heard you're into painting.
Yes, I did. I've been trying to bring out my creativity by painting landscapes and abstract art.
That's fantastic. It's great when hobbies can bring out a different side of our personalities.
In this conversation, bring out is used to discuss sharing a recipe book, recalling family stories, exploring new smartphone features, and expressing creativity through art. Next is bring to. The phrasal verb bring to has various meanings, including to revive someone who is unconscious, to direct attention or awareness towards something, or to deliver an item to someone. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bring to.
Hey, Emma. Did you see that Mark fainted during the meeting?
Oh no, really? I hope someone brought him to and called for medical help.
Yeah, they brought him to quickly, and an ambulance was called. He's at the hospital now.
I hope he's okay. It's important to bring someone to as soon as possible in such situations.
True. It was a bit scary, but they knew what to do to bring him to consciousness.
On a different note, did you bring your concerns to the manager about the project timeline?
Yes, I did. I brought it to their attention that we might need more time to complete it.
Good move. It's essential to bring issues to the manager's notice before they become bigger problems.
By the way, have you seen the new exhibit at the art gallery? I think it brings to light some thought-provoking themes.
Not yet, but I've heard it brings to focus some contemporary issues. I'll check it out.
Definitely do. It's fascinating how art can bring to the forefront important societal topics.
In this conversation, bring to is used to discuss reviving someone who fainted, addressing concerns with the manager, and drawing attention to themes in an art exhibit. Next we have bring up. The phrasal verb bring up has various meanings, including to mention or introduce a topic, to raise a child, or to vomit. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bring up.
Hey, Sarah. Did you bring up the idea of a team outing with the colleagues?
Yes, I did. I brought up the suggestion during our meeting, and they seemed interested.
That's great. It's always good to bring up team-building activities to boost morale.
Speaking of boosting morale, did you bring up the possibility of flexible work hours with the manager?
Yeah, I brought it up in our one-on-one. The manager is considering it to improve work-life balance.
That's positive. It's important to bring up ideas that can benefit everyone in the team.
On a different note, did you bring up the issue of the broken printer with the IT department?
Yes, I did. I brought it up this morning, and they said they would fix it by the end of the day.
Good move. It's crucial to bring up equipment issues to ensure a smooth workflow.
By the way, have you brought up the idea of a movie night with our friends?
Not yet, but I was planning to bring it up. A movie night would be a fun way to spend time together.
Definitely. It's always nice to bring up social plans and enjoy some leisure time.
In this conversation, bring up is used to discuss suggesting team outings, proposing flexible work hours, addressing equipment issues, and mentioning social plans. Next one is brush off. The phrasal verb brush off means to dismiss or ignore something or someone casually. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using brush off.
Hi, Emma. Did you talk to Mark about the project ideas?
Yeah, but he kind of brushed off my suggestions. I don't think he's interested.
That's surprising. Maybe he was busy. You could try again later and see if he brushes off the ideas again.
I'll give it another shot. I hope he doesn't brush off the ideas this time.
On a different note, did you ask Lisa about the book club meeting?
I did, but she brushed off the idea, saying she's too busy. Maybe she'll join later.
It happens. People sometimes brush off invitations due to their schedules.
True. I don't want to pressure anyone to join if they need to brush off commitments.
By the way, did you mention the new gym class to Alex?
Yeah, but he brushed off the idea, saying he prefers outdoor activities. Maybe he'll change his mind.
It's possible. Sometimes people brush off new things until they give them a try.
I hope so. I don't want him to brush off the opportunity for a healthier lifestyle.
In this conversation, brush off is used to discuss dismissing project ideas, declining a book club invitation, and rejecting the suggestion of a new gym class. Now we have brush up. The phrasal verb brush up means to improve or refresh one's skills or knowledge in a particular area. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using brush up.
Hey, Sarah. I heard you're planning to travel to France. Did you brush up on your French?
Yes, I did. I brushed up on some basic phrases and expressions to make communication easier.
That's smart. It's always good to brush up on language skills before visiting a foreign country.
Speaking of skills, did you have a chance to brush up on your coding skills for the upcoming project?
Definitely. I spent the weekend brushing up on the latest programming techniques. I feel more confident now.
Great. It's crucial to brush up on technical skills, especially for a challenging project.
On a different note, have you considered brushing up on your presentation skills for the conference?
Yes, I've been watching some online tutorials to brush up on effective presentation techniques.
Excellent. A little effort to brush up on presentation skills can make a big difference.
By the way, did you ask Tom if he wants to join us for the hiking trip? Maybe he needs to brush up on his hiking gear.
I did mention it, and he said he's excited to join. He just needs to brush up on his hiking gear before the trip.
Perfect. It's always good to brush up on equipment and ensure everything is in order.
In this conversation, brush up is used to discuss refreshing language skills, improving coding abilities, polishing presentation skills, and preparing for a hiking trip. Next we have add on. The phrasal verb add on means to include or attach something additional. Let's learn a simple daily English conversation by using add on.
Hi, Lisa. I'm planning a trip to the beach. Do you want to come?
Sounds fun. Can I add on my friend, Emily? She loves the beach too.
Of course. The more, the merrier. We can definitely add on Emily to the trip.
Great. Also, can we add on a visit to the ice cream shop? I heard they have amazing flavors.
Absolutely. We can add on an ice cream stop to our beach day. Good idea.
By the way, my cousin might join us later. Is it okay to add him onto the group?
No problem at all. We can easily add him on if he decides to join us.
Awesome. And can we add on a quick stop at the souvenir shop? I want to get some beach trinkets.
Sure thing. We can add on a visit to the souvenir shop during our beach adventure.
Thanks, Tom. I appreciate you being open to adding on these little extras.
No worries, Lisa. It's all about adding on fun and making the trip memorable.
In this conversation, add on is used to discuss including additional people and activities to a plan, emphasizing the idea of incorporating extra elements. Next we have agree on. The phrasal verb agree on means to reach a mutual understanding or consensus on a particular matter or decision. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using agree on.
Hi, Sarah. I was thinking of watching a movie tonight. Any preferences?
Sounds good. Let's agree on a comedy. I could use a good laugh.
Perfect. I agree on a comedy. How about that new one everyone's talking about?
Sure, I've heard about it too. We can agree on watching that one.
Great. And for snacks, can we agree on getting some popcorn and chocolate?
Definitely. I totally agree on popcorn and chocolate. It's the best movie combo.
By the way, did you see the new furniture catalog?
Yes, I did. Let's agree on checking it out this weekend. We might find something for the living room.
Agreed. If we both agree on a specific style, we can make the decision to buy new furniture.
Sounds like a plan. We can agree on a day to visit the store and choose together.
Excellent. I'm glad we can agree on these decisions. It makes things much easier.
In this conversation, agree on is used to discuss reaching a consensus on various matters, including movie choices, snacks, and furniture decisions. Next is agree with. The phrasal verb agree with means to have a similar opinion or to find something acceptable. Let's learn a daily English conversation that uses agree with.
Hi, Emily. I was thinking of ordering pizza for lunch. Do you agree with that idea?
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree with ordering pizza. It's my favorite.
Great. Any specific toppings you agree with, or should I choose?
I agree with whatever you like. Surprise me.
All right. Let's go with pepperoni and mushrooms, then. I hope you agree with that choice.
Perfect. I totally agree with those toppings. Can we also get some garlic knots?
I completely agree with adding garlic knots. They're the best.
By the way, do you agree with the plan to visit the park this weekend?
Definitely. I agree with spending time outdoors. It's a great idea.
Awesome. And do you agree with inviting Mark and Lisa to join us?
Sure thing. I agree with inviting them. The more, the merrier.
I'm glad we agree on these plans. It's going to be a fun weekend.
In this conversation, agree with is used to express mutual opinions on food choices, plans, and inviting friends. Next up is aim for. The phrasal verb aim for means to set a goal or target and work towards achieving it. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using aim for.
Hi, Jake. What are your plans for the future?
Hey, Emma. I'm aiming for a career in graphic design. I love creating visuals.
That's awesome. It's great to have a goal to aim for. What steps are you taking?
I'm currently studying design and practicing my skills every day. I want to aim for excellence.
That's the spirit. Setting a high standard to aim for is key in creative fields.
By the way, have you thought about your fitness goals?
Yeah, I'm aiming for a healthier lifestyle. I want to exercise regularly and eat better.
That's a fantastic goal to aim for. I'm planning to join you on those healthier habits.
It would be great to have a workout buddy. We can aim for our fitness goals together.
Absolutely. Let's aim for progress, not perfection, and support each other along the way.
Agreed. It's essential to aim for realistic goals and celebrate small victories.
Totally. Aiming for improvement is what matters most.
In this conversation, aim for is used to discuss career goals, fitness objectives, and the idea of setting and working towards personal targets. Next we have answer for. The phrasal verb answer for means to take responsibility for one's actions or to explain and justify one's behavior. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using answer for.
Hey, Sarah. Did you hear about the project deadline being extended?
Yeah, I heard. I hope they don't ask us to answer for the delay in the meeting.
Don't worry. I think the whole team will have to answer for the setback.
I hope we can provide a valid reason when we answer for the delay.
Speaking of responsibilities, did you see Mark's presentation?
Yeah, he didn't prepare well. He'll have to answer for the poor performance.
I agree. It's crucial to be ready to answer for our work, especially in front of the boss.
On a different note, have you considered adopting a pet?
I'm not sure. I need to think about it and be ready to answer for the added responsibilities.
That makes sense. It's essential to be prepared to answer for the commitment of having a pet.
By the way, did you talk to Chris about the upcoming event?
Not yet. I need to answer for why I haven't discussed it with him.
No worries. You still have time to answer for the delay in communication.
In this conversation, answer 4 is used to discuss taking responsibility for project delays, poor performance, considering additional responsibilities, and explaining delays in communication. Now we have argue with. The phrasal verb argue with means to engage in a disagreement or dispute with someone. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using argue with.
Hey, Lisa. Have you talked to Jake lately?
Yeah, we argued about his plans for the weekend. I don't agree with them.
Oh no. What did you argue with him about?
He wants to go camping, but I argued with him because I prefer a beach trip.
I see. It's common for friends to argue with each other about weekend plans.
Yeah, I just hope we can resolve it. I don't want to keep arguing with him.
Maybe you can find a compromise and avoid arguing with each other.
That's a good idea. I don't want to argue with him over something so trivial.
By the way, did you argue with your brother about using your laptop?
Yes, he borrowed it without asking, and we argued about it. I'm not okay with that.
It's frustrating when people don't respect personal belongings. I can understand why you argued with him.
Exactly. I just need to figure out how to talk to him without arguing too much.
Communication is key. Let him know how you feel, and hopefully, you can avoid arguing with him in the future.
In this conversation, argue with is used to discuss disagreements about weekend plans, borrowing personal items, and the importance of finding compromises to avoid arguing. Next one is ask after. The phrasal verb ask after means to inquire about someone's well-being or to ask about someone's health or life. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using ask after.
Hi, Mark. I ran into your sister yesterday. She asked after you.
Oh, that's nice. I hope she's doing well. Did she ask after anyone else in the family?
Yeah, she did. She asked after your parents and how everyone is doing.
That's thoughtful of her. Next time you see her, ask after her kids for me, please.
Will do. By the way, Tom mentioned he saw you at the gym. He asked after your fitness routine.
Oh, really? Tell him I appreciate him asking after me. I've been trying to stay active.
I also met Sarah, your neighbor. She asked after you and mentioned a neighborhood barbecue.
That sounds fun. I'll have to thank her for asking after me and let her know I'll join the barbecue.
Absolutely. It's nice when people ask after each other. It shows a sense of community.
Totally agree. Thanks for letting me know who asked after me. I'll make sure to catch up with everyone.
In this conversation, ask after is used to discuss inquiries about well-being, family members, fitness routines, and social events. Next is ask for. The phrasal verb ask for means to request or inquire about something. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using ask for.
Hi, Sarah. I need your help. Can I ask for a favor?
Of course, Tom. What do you need? You can always ask for help.
Thanks. I need to borrow your car this weekend. Can I ask for your permission?
No problem. You can definitely ask for my car. Just be careful with it.
Great. Also, I wanted to ask for your advice on a project I'm working on.
Sure thing. You can always ask for my input. I'm happy to help with any advice you need.
Thanks, Sarah. I appreciate your willingness.
Anytime, Tom. Feel free to ask for anything whenever you need it.
By the way, did you ask for feedback on the new office policies?
Yes, I did. I asked for opinions from everyone on the team. It's essential to ask for input.
That's a smart approach. It's important to ask for feedback to improve the policies.
Absolutely. We should always encourage others to ask for clarification or express their thoughts.
In this conversation, ask for is used to discuss requesting a favor, seeking advice, borrowing a car, asking for feedback, and encouraging communication. Next we have ask out. The phrasal verb ask out means to invite someone on a date or to request their company for a social outing. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using ask out.
Hey Lisa. I've been meaning to ask you out. Would you like to grab dinner this weekend?
Oh, that's sweet. I'd love that. Thanks for asking me out, Alex.
Great. How about we try the new Italian restaurant downtown? I've heard it's fantastic.
Sounds perfect. I'm excited that you asked me out to a nice place.
Awesome. I'll pick you up at 7. Does that work for you?
Sure, 7 is fine. Thanks again for asking me out. I'm looking forward to it.
By the way, have you ever been asked out by someone you met online?
Yeah, I have. It can be a bit nerve-wracking when someone you don't know well asks you out.
I get that. I'm glad you agreed when I asked you out. I was a bit nervous too.
It's always nice when someone takes the initiative to ask you out. It shows genuine interest.
Definitely. So, after dinner, would you mind if I ask you out for a stroll in the park?
That sounds lovely. I appreciate you asking me out for more than just dinner.
Of course. I want our time together to be special. Thanks for saying yes when I asked you out.
In this conversation, ask out is used to discuss inviting someone to dinner, planning a date, and expressing appreciation for being asked out. Next phrasal verb is ask over. The phrasal verb ask over means to invite someone to come to one's home or another location for a social gathering or event. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using ask over.
Hi Sarah. I was thinking of having a small get-together this weekend. Can I ask you over?
Sure, Tom. I'd love to come. Thanks for asking me over to your place.
Great. I'm planning to barbecue in the backyard. Can I ask over a few more friends?
Absolutely. You should ask over whoever you'd like. It sounds like a fun gathering.
Thanks. I also wanted to ask over Mark and Lisa. I hope that's okay.
Of course. I'd be happy if you ask over Mark and Lisa. The more, the merrier.
By the way, do you mind if I ask over my cousin? He's in town, and I thought it would be nice.
No problem at all. Feel free to ask over your cousin. I'm looking forward to meeting them.
Awesome. I'll make sure to ask over everyone early so we can plan accordingly.
Sounds like a plan. I appreciate you asking me over and including me in the gathering.
It's my pleasure. I'm glad you agreed when I asked you over. It wouldn't be the same without you.
In this conversation, ask over is used to discuss inviting friends and family to a social gathering and expressing appreciation for being included. Next one is attend to. The phrasal verb attend to means to take care of or deal with a task or responsibility. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using attend to.
Hi Sarah. I noticed you have a list of tasks. Need help?
Hi, Alex. Yes, there's a lot to attend to today. Can you attend to these emails while I make some calls?
Sure thing. I'll attend to the emails right away.
Thanks. Also, can you attend to the paperwork on your desk? It needs to be sorted by priority.
Absolutely. I'll attend to the paperwork and make sure everything is organized.
By the way, did you attend to the issue with the printer? It's been acting up.
Oh, I forgot about that. I'll attend to the printer problem after I finish these emails and paperwork.
No rush, but please attend to it before the end of the day. We can't afford delays.
Understood. I'll attend to it promptly to avoid any further issues.
Thanks, Alex. I appreciate your help in attending to these tasks.
Anytime, Sarah. If there's anything else to attend to, just let me know.
In this conversation, attend to is used to discuss taking care of various tasks, including emails, paperwork, and fixing a printer issue. Next we have belong to. The phrasal verb belong to means to be the property or possession of someone, or to be a member of a group or category. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using belong to.
Hi, Mark. I found this book in the living room. Does it belong to you?
Oh, yes, that's mine. It belongs to me. Thanks for finding it.
No problem. By the way, I noticed a jacket in the hallway. Does it belong to your friend?
Yeah, that's his. It belongs to him. He left it here yesterday.
Speaking of friends, I found a set of keys near the kitchen. Do they belong to anyone in our group?
Those must belong to Tom. He was looking for them earlier. I'll give them back to him.
Great. And about the upcoming party, does the responsibility of organizing it belong to us?
Yes, it does. It belongs to us this time. Let's make sure everything is ready.
Perfect. I also saw a cat outside. Does it belong to someone in the neighborhood?
I think it belongs to Mrs. Johnson next door. She has a cat that often roams around.
Got it. By the way, does this music belong to your playlist?
Yeah, it does. It belongs to my favorite songs collection. Do you like it?
Definitely. It's great that we both enjoy music that belongs to the same genre.
In this conversation, belong to is used to discuss ownership of items, association with a group, and responsibility for tasks. Next we have blow up. The phrasal verb blow up has a few meanings, but in this context, it means to explode or to become very angry. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using blow up.
Hey, did you hear about the accident on Elm Street?
Yeah, a gas cylinder in a car blew up. It was really loud.
Scary. I hope no one got hurt when it blew up.
Fortunately, everyone is okay. The car just blew up, and the firefighters were quick to respond.
Good to know. On a different note, did you see Mike talking to the boss earlier?
Yeah, he was upset about the project. I thought he was going to blow up in frustration.
He did look really mad. I'm surprised he didn't blow up during the meeting.
I know, right? He managed to control himself, but I thought he was going to blow up any moment.
Speaking of frustration, my computer just blew up. I lost all my files.
Oh no. That's terrible. Did it literally blow up, or is it a metaphorical blew up?
Well, not literally, but it crashed, and I lost everything. I feel like I'm gonna blow up with anger.
I get it. Losing work can make anyone blow up. Let's see if we can recover some files.
Thanks. I appreciate your help. I was about to blow up from stress.
In this conversation, blow up is used to describe both a literal explosion and a metaphorical expression of becoming very angry or frustrated. Next one is bring around. The phrasal verb bring around generally means to persuade or convince someone to change their opinion or to revive someone who is unconscious. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using bring around.
Hi Jenny. We're planning a beach trip this weekend. Can you come?
I'm not sure. I have a lot of work to do.
Come on, Jenny. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm sure we can bring you around to the idea.
Well, okay. If you insist, maybe you can bring me around. Let's do it.
Great. I knew I could bring you around. It's gonna be a blast.
Hey, Tom. I heard you're not joining the sports event. Why?
I'm not really into sports, you know?
Come on, Tom. It's just a friendly game. I'm sure we can bring you around to enjoy it.
I doubt it, but fine. Try to bring me around. I'll give it a shot.
That's the spirit. We'll bring you around to love it.
Tom, you need to eat more vegetables. They're good for you.
I don't like them, Mom.
Come on, Tom. I'm sure I can bring you around to the idea of eating more veggies.
Okay, Mom. Try to bring me around. Maybe I'll eat a few.
That's my boy. I'll find a way to bring you around to enjoying them. Sarah, you need to participate more in class discussions.
I'm shy, and I don't like talking in front of everyone.
Sarah, I believe I can bring you around to being more confident. Just give it a try.
All right, try to bring me around, but don't expect too much.
In this conversation, bring around is used to express the idea of persuading or convincing someone to change their opinion or to encourage someone to try something new. Next up is brush up on. The phrasal verb brush up on means to review or improve one's knowledge or skills in a particular subject. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using brush up on.
Hi, Mark. I heard you're planning a trip to France. Do you know French?
Not really. I need to brush up on my French before the trip.
That's a good idea. You can use language apps to brush up on some basic phrases.
Yeah, I downloaded one to help me brush up on my language skills.
Speaking of skills, have you considered the new software at work?
No, not yet. I might need to brush up on my computer skills for that.
You should. It's always helpful to brush up on the latest tools and technologies.
True. By the way, did you see the job posting for the project manager position?
Yes, I did. I thought about applying, but I need to brush up on my project management skills first.
That makes sense. You can take a course to brush up on those skills before applying.
Exactly. I want to be well prepared before I apply, so I need to brush up on a few things.
Good plan. Let me know if you need any help brushing up on those skills.
In this conversation, brush up on is used to discuss improving or refreshing skills and knowledge, especially before a trip or job application. Next we have build up. The phrasal verb build up has multiple meanings, including to accumulate, strengthen, or increase. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using build up.
Hey Alex. Have you been working out lately?
Not really. I need to build up my strength. I've been feeling a bit tired.
You should start with light exercises and gradually build up your stamina.
Good idea. I'll build up my workout routine slowly.
Speaking of routines, I heard you're trying to build up your savings.
Yeah, I want to build up an emergency fund. It's important to have financial security.
Definitely. Try to build up your savings gradually by setting aside a small amount each month.
I'll do that. I hope to build up a decent savings fund by the end of the year.
Have you considered joining the public speaking club?
I'm a bit nervous about public speaking, but I guess I need to build up my confidence.
That's the spirit. Start with small speeches and slowly build up your comfort level.
I'll give it a try. Hopefully, I can build up my confidence over time.
By the way, did you see the new project at work?
Yes, they're trying to build up the team by hiring new members.
True. It's a great opportunity to build up the skills and expertise of the entire team.
In this conversation, build up is used to discuss strengthening physical fitness, increasing savings, developing confidence, and enhancing a team's capabilities. Next is burst in. The phrasal verb burst in means to enter a room or a place suddenly and forcefully. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using burst in.
Hi, Sarah. I was just about to knock on your door.
Come on in, Amy. You don't need to knock. You can always burst in.
Thanks. I heard you have exciting news. What is it?
I got a new job. I was so excited. I had to burst in and tell you.
That's fantastic news. Congratulations. Can I burst in with a big hug?
Absolutely. Burst in with as many hugs as you want. I'm thrilled.
By the way, did you see the kids playing in the backyard?
Yeah, they burst in with so much energy after school.
They always do. It's adorable when they burst in with laughter.
Totally. I love it when they burst in with their joy and enthusiasm.
Speaking of energy, did you feel the sudden wind? It burst in through the window.
Yeah, it did. It burst in, and I had to close the window.
Well, it's a lovely day. Let's burst in with a spontaneous outdoor activity.
Sounds great. I'm up for bursting in some fun. Let's go.
In this conversation, burst in is used to describe entering a room or expressing energy and excitement in various situations. Next one is buy out. The phrasal verb buy out means to purchase the entire stock, ownership, or assets of a business or company. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using buy out.
Hey, Sarah. did you hear about the bookstore downtown?
Yeah, I heard the owner is retiring and looking for someone to buy out the business.
Really? I've always wanted to own a bookstore. Maybe I should consider buying it out.
You should. I heard the owner is willing to sell the entire inventory along with the store.
That's a great deal. I'll definitely look into buying out the bookstore.
Speaking of businesses, did you see the small cafe near the park?
Yeah, I heard the current owners want to move, and they're hoping someone will buy out the cafe.
Interesting. If you're into the cafe business, maybe you can buy it out too.
That's not a bad idea. I could buy out the cafe and the bookstore.
Wow, imagine owning both. You'd be quite the entrepreneur.
It's a big step, but I've always wanted to buy out a business and run my own.
I believe you can do it. Just make sure to thoroughly research before deciding to buy out any business.
Definitely. I want to make sure it's the right opportunity before making a decision to buy out anything.
In this conversation, buyout is used to discuss the potential purchase of businesses, emphasizing the idea of acquiring the entire ownership. Next up is abide by. The phrasal verb abide by means to follow or comply with a rule, law, agreement, or decision. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using abide by.
Hi, Jenny. Have you seen the new rules posted in the office?
Yeah, I noticed them. We all need to abide by these new guidelines.
Absolutely. It's important to abide by the workplace rules to ensure a smooth environment.
Speaking of rules, did you hear about the changes to the parking policy?
Yeah, starting next week, everyone must abide by the new parking regulations.
I hope everyone abides by it. The parking situation was chaotic before.
True. We all need to remind each other to abide by the new rules for a better parking system.
On a different note, did you sign the lease for the new apartment?
Not yet, but I plan to. The landlord has specific terms that we need to abide by.
Good idea. It's crucial to abide by the terms to maintain a good relationship with the landlord.
By the way, did you get the email from HR about the company policy updates?
Yes, I did. We all have to abide by the updated policies to ensure a compliant workplace.
Agreed. Let's make sure we abide by the new policies to avoid any issues.
In this conversation, abide by is used to emphasize the importance of following rules, regulations, and agreements in different contexts. Next we have act out. The phrasal verb act out has a few meanings, but in this context, it means to express one's feelings or emotions through behavior. Let's learn a daily English conversation by using act out.
Hey, Sarah. How was your day?
Not great. I had an argument with my friend, and I didn't know how to act out my frustration.
I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes it's tough to figure out how to act out our emotions.
Yeah, I didn't want to act out angrily, but I also needed to express how I felt.
It's challenging when emotions are strong. Maybe you can find a calm way to act out your feelings and talk it through.
You're right. I'll try to act out my emotions by explaining how I feel without getting too upset.
That sounds like a good approach. Communication is key when you need to act out your feelings.
On a different note, have you ever had a dream where you could act out anything without consequences?
Oh, definitely. It's like a space where you can act out all your fantasies without real-world repercussions.
Exactly. It's interesting how our dreams allow us to act out scenarios we wouldn't in reality.
True. It's like a way for our minds to act out different possibilities and emotions.
Anyway, thanks for listening. I just needed to act out my frustrations a bit.
No problem. We all need to find healthy ways to act out our feelings from time to time.
In this conversation, act out is used to discuss expressing emotions and feelings, both in the context of real-life situations and dreams. Next we have account for. The phrasal verb account for has a few meanings, but in general, it often refers to explaining or justifying something. Here's a daily English conversation that uses account for.
Hey, Jenny. Where were you yesterday? We missed you at the party.
Oh, sorry, Tom. I couldn't make it. I had to account for some family commitments.
No worries. We were just curious. By the way, did you account for your expenses during the trip?
Absolutely. I kept all the receipts and accounted for every penny spent.
That's great. Speaking of which, can you account for why the meeting was rescheduled?
Sure, the boss had to attend an urgent conference, so he had to account for his time accordingly.
Got it. And did you account for the extra chairs we needed in the conference room?
Yes, I did. I accounted for the increased attendance and arranged for additional seating.
Thanks, Jenny. One last thing, can you account for why the project deadline was extended?
Of course. We encountered unexpected challenges, and we needed more time to account for those issues and deliver a quality result.
Perfect. Thanks for accounting for everything. Let me know if you need help with anything.
In this conversation, account for is used in various contexts to explain or justify different situations. Next, we have act up. The phrasal verb act up can have a couple of meanings, but generally, it refers to behaving in a disruptive or troublesome way. Here's a simple daily English conversation that uses act up.
Hi, Mike. How was your day at school?
It was okay, but my computer in the lab acted up during the presentation.
Oh no. What happened?
The screen kept freezing, and it acted up right when I was explaining my project.
That's frustrating. Did you try to fix it?
Yeah, I restarted it, but it still acted up. I might need to ask the IT guy for help.
Speaking of which, did your dog behave when I took him for a walk?
Well, he usually does, but today he acted up. He chased after a cat and wouldn't listen.
Oh dear. Did you manage to control him?
Eventually. I had to grab his leash and calm him down when he started acting up.
I heard the new software at work acted up today. Were you able to finish your report?
Not really. The program kept crashing, and it acted up every time I tried to save my work.
That sounds frustrating. Did you inform the IT department?
Yeah, I sent them an email explaining how the system acted up. Hopefully, they can fix it soon.
In this conversation, act up is used to describe various situations where something or someone is behaving disruptively or causing trouble. The language is kept simple for everyday communication. Let's move to the next phrasal verb. That is add up. The phrasal verb add up typically means to calculate the total of something or to make sense logically. Here's a daily English conversation by using add up.
Hi, Mark. I was looking at my receipts, and the expenses just don't add up.
Really? Let me see. Maybe we missed something when we were adding up the numbers.
Yeah, I thought so too. It just doesn't add up to the budget we had planned.
Let's go through it again and make sure everything adds up correctly.
You're right. We need to figure out where the mistake is and make the numbers add up.
True. It's important that the expenses and the budget add up accurately.
On a different note, I heard the new project is delayed. Can you add up the reasons for the delay?
Sure. There were some unexpected issues that didn't add up in our initial timeline.
I see. It's crucial to understand why things don't add up according to our plans.
Absolutely. Let's address the issues and make sure everything adds up for the next phase of the project.
In this conversation, add up is used to discuss both numerical calculations and the logical coherence of plans or situations. Next is advise against. The phrasal verb advise against means to recommend not doing something or to suggest that a particular action may not be a good idea. Here's a daily English conversation by using advise against.
Hi, Lisa. I'm thinking of buying a new car, but I'm not sure which one.
Well, I'd advise against getting a brand new one. Used cars often offer better value for money.
Really? Why do you advise against buying a new one?
New cars depreciate quickly in value, and you could save a lot by choosing a reliable used one.
Good point. My friend suggested getting a loan for the car, but I'm unsure.
I'd advise against taking a loan unless it's absolutely necessary. It can lead to financial stress.
True, I didn't think about that. Also, I was planning a beach trip this weekend, but the weather forecast isn't great.
I'd advise against going. The weather can change quickly, and it might not be enjoyable.
You're right. I'll consider that. By the way, my cousin wants to invest in cryptocurrency. What do you think?
I'd advise against it if he's not familiar with the market. It can be risky and unpredictable.
Okay, I'll let him know. Thanks for advising against these things. Your advice is always helpful.
No problem. I'm here to help you make informed decisions.
In this conversation, advise against is used to offer suggestions against certain actions or choices. Next one is aim at. The phrasal verb aim at means to target or focus on a specific goal or objective. Here's a simple daily English conversation by using aim at.
Hi, Sarah. What are your plans for the weekend?
I'm aiming at finishing my book. It's been on my to-do list for weeks.
That sounds great. What's the book about?
It's a mystery novel. The author aims at keeping the readers guessing until the very end.
Nice. I heard the company is launching a new product. Are you involved?
Yes, I'm on the marketing team. We aim at attracting a younger audience with this product.
Interesting. How do you plan to do that?
We aim at using social media and creating engaging content to reach our target demographic.
Smart approach. By the way, I'm thinking of starting a fitness routine. Any advice?
That's a good goal. I'd advise aiming at small, achievable steps initially, like a short daily workout.
Thanks for the advice. I heard there's a new restaurant in town.
Yes, it just opened. They aim at offering a diverse menu to cater to different tastes.
Let's check it out together. I aim at trying something new this weekend.
Sure, sounds like a plan. We can aim at exploring the new menu together.
In this conversation, aim at is used to express targeting goals, objectives, or specific actions. Next is answer back. The phrasal verb answers back means to respond defiantly or rudely to someone in authority. Here's a daily English conversation by using answer back.
Tim, did you finish your homework?
Yeah, I did it. No need to keep asking.
Tim, don't answer back like that. I'm just checking to make sure everything's done.
Sorry, Mom. I won't answer back next time.
Hey, did you see the new movie? It was awesome.
No, I haven't. My parents won't let me go out late.
Why don't you just tell them you're old enough? That's what I did.
I tried, but they got upset when I answered back. It's not worth the trouble.
Sarah, did you understand the assignment?
Yeah, it's easy. I don't get why we have to do it.
Sarah, please don't answer back. It's part of the lesson plan, and it helps you learn.
Okay, sorry. I won't answer back anymore.
Can I borrow your laptop? Mine's not working.
No way. Last time you used it, you messed up the settings.
Stop being so stingy. Why do you always answer back?
I don't want to risk my laptop again. It's not answering back, it's being careful.
In this conversation, answer back is used to describe responding defiantly or rudely, especially to authority figures. Next one is apologize for. The phrasal verb apologize for means to express regret or say sorry for something. Here's a daily English conversation by using apologize for.
Hey Tom. I'm really sorry for being late. There was so much traffic.
No problem, Anna. I appreciate you apologizing for the delay.
Also, I wanted to apologize for not calling. My phone battery died.
It happens. Just remember to let me know next time. Thanks for apologizing for that too.
By the way, I need to apologize for forgetting your birthday. I feel awful.
It's all right, Anna. You're here now, and that's what matters. No need to keep apologizing for it.
I should also apologize for not finishing the report on time. It took longer than expected.
As long as it's done well, no worries. Just try to manage your time better next time. Thanks for apologizing for the delay.
I wanted to apologize for not helping with the party preparations yesterday. I got caught up with work.
Don't stress about it, Anna. We managed fine. Thanks for apologizing, though.
One more thing. I need to apologize for accidentally spilling coffee on your desk.
Oh, that's okay. Accidents happen. I appreciate you apologizing for it.
In this conversation, apologize for is used to express regret or say sorry for various situations. Next phrasal verb is apply for. The phrasal verb apply for means to submit a request or make a formal request, usually in writing, for something such as a job, a program, or permission. Here's a daily English conversation by using apply for.
Hi Jake. Have you decided on your plans after graduation?
Hi, Emma. Yeah, I'm planning to apply for a few jobs in marketing.
That's great. Which companies are you going to apply for?
I'm thinking of applying for positions at ABC Marketing and XYZ Advertising.
Nice choices. I'm going to apply for a scholarship for my master's program.
Good idea. When is the deadline to apply for the scholarship?
I need to check, but I think we have a month left to apply for it.
I heard they are looking for volunteers at the community center. Are you going to apply for that too?
Absolutely. I was planning to apply for a volunteer position there next week.
Cool. By the way, did you apply for a new apartment?
Yes, I did. I applied for a 2-bedroom apartment closer to my workplace.
I might need to apply for a loan soon. Any advice on where to start?
You should apply for a loan at your bank. They can guide you through the process.
Thanks, Emma. I'll apply for it this weekend and see how it goes.
In this conversation, apply for is used to discuss applying for jobs, scholarships, volunteer positions, apartments, and loans. Next one is back down. The phrasal verb back down means to withdraw from a position, especially in a disagreement or confrontation, and to concede or yield. Here's a daily English conversation by using back down.
Hey, Sarah. I heard you had an argument with Mike. What happened?
Yeah, he wanted to change our project plan, but I couldn't agree. I didn't back down, though.
What was the issue?
He suggested a different approach, but I think our original one is better. I didn't want to back down without discussing it thoroughly.
Did you find a middle ground, or did someone have to back down eventually?
Well, after some discussion, we compromised. I adjusted a bit, and he backed down on some points.
That's good. It's essential to find solutions without anyone feeling the need to back down completely.
Definitely. No one should back down if it compromises the quality of the project.
Speaking of compromises, did you and your friend back down on your vacation plans?
Yeah, she wanted a beach holiday, but I preferred the mountains. We compromised and chose a place with both. Neither of us had to back down completely.
Smart move. It's crucial not to force anyone to back down on personal preferences.
Exactly. It's all about finding common ground where no one has to back down entirely.
True. It's better to compromise than to let disagreements escalate to a point where someone has to back down abruptly.
In this conversation, back down is used to discuss resolving disagreements, finding compromises, and avoiding situations where someone has to yield completely. Next, we have bear with. The phrasal verb bear with means to have patience or tolerate a situation. Here's a daily English conversation by using bear with.
Hey, Maria. I'm having some technical issues with my computer. Can you bear with me for a moment?
Of course, Chris. I can bear with you while you figure it out.
Thanks. It's just acting up, and I need to restart it. Bear with me.
No problem. Take your time. I can bear with a short delay.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. Can you bear with me while I finish this email?
Absolutely. I can bear with you until you're done.
Great. One more thing, I'm running late today. Can you bear with me if I arrive a bit after our meeting time?
Sure, I can bear with a little delay. Just let me know when you're on your way.
Thanks for being understanding. Can you bear with me while I grab a quick coffee before we start?
No problem at all. I can bear with you taking a short break.
Excellent. I appreciate you being so patient and bearing with me today.
It's no problem, Chris. We all have those days. Just bear with whatever you need to do.
In this conversation, bear with is used to request patience or understanding in various situations. Next one is believe in. The phrasal verb believe in means to have faith or confidence in someone or something. Here's a daily English conversation by using believe in.
Hi, Jake. How was your interview?
It went well, I think. The interviewer seemed to believe in my skills and experience.
That's great to hear. I believe in you too. I'm sure you'll get the job.
Thanks, Amy. Your support means a lot. I believe in myself as well.
By the way, did you hear about the new project at work?
Yeah, the team believes in its success. They've been working hard to make it a reality.
That's fantastic. I believe in the team's ability to deliver an excellent project.
I appreciate your confidence. It motivates me to believe in our collective success.
Have you considered joining the gym with me? It's a great way to stay fit.
I've never been a gym person, but I believe in finding ways to stay healthy. Maybe I'll give it a try.
That's the spirit. I believe in your ability to adapt to a healthier lifestyle.
Thanks, Amy. I'm lucky to have friends who believe in me.
In this conversation, believe in is used to express confidence and support in various contexts, including personal abilities, teamwork, and adopting a healthier lifestyle.